Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name is Keith and I am sure glad you stopped by today. Today's video, y'all, we got something different planned. Now, I don't even know what to call this, an experimental cook, impromptu cook, but here's the deal. So, wife and I were talking, trying to decide what's for dinner, and she said pot roast. And typically, you know, pot roast, we would do it Instapot, add your onions, brown your meat first, your chuck roast, do all that. Y'all know, pot roast. And I said, wait a minute. What if we put the chuck roast on the grill first? Y'all know where I'm going. We put a little smoke on it, maybe a little sear on it, and then we take it to the Instapot. So y'all, this is unscripted. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I thought, man, bring the people, bring the folks along, man. I thought y'all might be interested coming along and just kind of me sharing, you know, an experimental cook like this. How do we handle it? Because I've not really done something like this before and kind of combined it with the Instapot. I don't know what the flavors are going to be. I don't know what's going to happen. So if y'all want to see how this cook goes down, because not only am I going to show y'all the prep, show y'all the grilling, I'm going to bring y'all with me to the table as we break bread and let the family taste it, just to see how does this flavor compare to a regular pot roast. So if that sounds good to y'all, then let's dive in. All right, y'all, let's talk about the objective for today's cook. We'll talk about the objective and we get into the game plan. But before we do that, if y'all enjoy this type of content, man, kind of riding with me, talking with me, flowing with me as I grill, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. I really do appreciate it. So objective for today is to be able to use our grilling skills, our grilling knowledge, to see if we can level up a traditional pot roast, right? Can we take the chuck roast, put it on the grill, season it up, go through our whole process, put it on the grill, then add that to the Instapot with everything else, and can we level up a traditional pot roast? And to really learn, cooks like this is the way I learn, man. I learn through experimentation. A lot of the videos you see me come with, it's a result of me learning. It's a me experimenting. Not just creating videos on what I think, right? It's what I know. It's what's been proven out, what's been working for me, you know what I mean? And this is kind of an experimental cook. And if y'all like this, we can do more of these, but that's what this is, me experimenting, because I got some ideas going right now. But the objective is to level up a traditional pot roast. Using our mindset, using our grilling skills to level up a traditional pot roast and see if that comes through in the final flavor of what we serve the family for dinner. So that's what the objective is. So let's head inside and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna prep these chuck roasts and get them ready for the grill. So hold on and we'll be right back. Let's start by dry brining the chuck roast with some kosher salt. No fancy tricks here, just some salt, give it some time, and let the process do its thing. When we dry brine, the salt pulls some moisture out of the roast. That's what we call sweating. But then that moisture mixes with the salt and gets pulled right back in. And that's how we season deeper than just the surface. We're lighting 1 chimney of lump charcoal for this cook. We'll talk more later about why we're going with lump here. But for now, we just want a clean, hot fire to get things rolling. Our coals are ready, so let's go ahead and pour them out. We're going to place all of our grates over the heat so they can warm up. This is going to make them easier to clean a bit later. While the grates get hot, let's finish seasoning the chuck roast with a little olive oil and coarse black pepper. That's it. We're not trying to overcomplicate it today, just keeping it simple. And to keep track of our temps, let's insert a probe from our Typher wireless thermometer into each roast to help us monitor today's cook. All right, y'all, we're back. Let's go ahead and get our meat on now. So we're set up for indirect. We got our grates cleaned and lubed. Let's go ahead and get this meat on. Let's see what the fat side is. I want that fat side pointing. There we go. Kind of allow for a little space here. Yeah, center them up right there. Take this one. Get it right there. Perfect. Now at this point, let's go ahead and add our wood. Got a few chunks of hickory here. Let's go ahead and get that added. that hickory should catch fast. Using some kiln dried wood here, so that hickory should catch fast, so we shouldn't have any problems. So let's go. Yep, it's catching now, so let's go ahead and get this closed. All right, y'all, so we've got our meat on the grill. I'm checking it out right now. Everything is tracking good. Now, like we talked about before, we're tracking these with the Thyfer. So we have 2 of our probes of our Thyfer in each chuck roast, so we can track internal temperature. So everything about this cook is intentional. We've already talked about how we season first, right? Dry brine. Have the salt sitting in, give the salt time, let it penetrate. After we let our salt get absorbed, then we come in with a little olive oil. Olive oil is going to help protect and also going to help us form that crust. And then we came in with black pepper, keeping our seasoning simple today. Technique, it's a 2-zone technique. Why did we go 2-zone? 2-zone gives us the most flexibility. Zone number 1 has coals, zone number 2 doesn't. So my thought process now may be like a reverse sear. That's what I'm thinking about doing right now at this point in time. With the chuck roast in zone number 2 right now, just kind of letting them smoke do their thing. We added a couple chunks of hickory. We want that hickory to catch fast. I like using kiln dried wood. We didn't have a dirty smoke phase, right? As I'm looking at this smoke, man, right now, this smoke is clean. And that's where I want it to be. We didn't go through any dirty smoke. That kiln wood lit just like that. And right now, that surface of that chuck roast should be picking up all that smoke. Also went lump charcoal today because I'm trying to add that flavor. I want that rich charcoal flavor. Now, briquettes give a good charcoal flavor as well, but lump is a little bit different. I don't know how to describe it. I don't want to say better. Some people would say lump tastes better than briquettes, but briquettes give off a nice flavor too, but it's different. It's a bit more intense. So if you haven't used lump charcoal, I definitely encourage you to experiment with it, and just to see how your palate, your family, you like that flavor profile. So it is a bit different. And I went with lump today because I want those intense charcoal flavors from not only, from the lump, and I also wanted to mix in with that hickory and want the steaks to absorb that. So that's the game plan for today. Now, another question is, how long do we cook this? So my initial thought is that I don't want to take this too far in internal temperature. That's why I'm using the Thyfer probes. I think we try to cruise up to about 110 at 110 degrees internal. Then I'm thinking we go to zone number 1 where the coals are and we sear, right? So I want to sear for a little bit. So after we get some of that, after we get the chuck roast to take on some of that smoke, then we sear. Then we sear till we get up to no higher than 115. I'm not trying to go too high on internal temperature because I want to leave some margin there, because this meat has to go to the crock pot. I don't want to take it, this has to go to the Instapot, right? And I don't want to take it too high because I don't want those muscle fibers to start contracting on me before they get into the Instapot. Because I'm just trying to add smoke, add some crust, add some bark, add some Maillard reaction, and then let's take them to the Instapot, right? That's all I'm trying to do. So that's the objective, y'all. That's the game plan, man. And y'all know what game plans you go into this, but we're going to have to adjust on the fly because this is an experimental cook. So after we get up to about 110 on the Thyfer, we'll be right back and we'll get to talking. All right, y'all. So both of the chuck roasts are showing about 110 or close to it on the Thyfer. So let's get into it. Alrighty. So I'm just looking at it right here. I like what I'm seeing. We got a nice light bark. That's what we were shooting for. So what I want to do now, I want to go over the coals and get a nice sear. We already have smoke absorption at this point. So right now, I'm going to get a nice sear on these. I don't want to go too long. I don't want to take this internal temperature up too high to where those tissues start to get a little tight on me. There we go. I want a nice sear on both sides. That's what I'm going for. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Nice sear on both sides. Bring y'all in so y'all can kind of see. So that's what we're looking like. So yeah, y'all, nice sear on both sides. Again, we're not trying to go too high on internal temp. So when you come back, see it, perfect. And off to the side, I have my titer, so I'm watching the internal temperature of this meat. And I don't want it to go any higher than 115. So the tifer's telling me internal temperature inside, and I'm watching it over here to my left to make sure I stay around that 110, 115. So I'm just working it back and forth until I get there. Since I'm at about 108 right now, 110, no sense of closing this lid. I'm just letting that lump charcoal do its thing. We got a nice little fire down there. Yep, our lump is almost spent, so fuel selection, the amount of fuel we used for today's cook was spot on. All right, y'all, we're ready. We're pulling. We're about 115. Let's get these pulled. Now we're ready to get our chuck roast into the Instapot, along with some sliced onions and a little beef broth. The plan is to cook these until they hit an internal temperature of around 200 degrees Fahrenheit internal. That's the sweet spot, where the collagen starts to break down in the gelatin. That's what gives us that tender, pull-apart texture we're looking for in a good pot roast. And one tip, don't toss in the carrots just yet. If they go in too early, they'll turn to mush. We'll add those a bit later. Our chuck roasts are hitting that 200 degree Fahrenheit internal mark, and they're probe tender, and it's sliding in like butter. So now we can start slicing. And let me tell y'all, this aroma right here is crazy. You can smell the smoke, the grill, the seasoning, all of it working together. And y'all, take a look at that smoke ring. Keep in mind, these roasts only spent between 30 to 40 minutes on the grill. But because we set them up right, our process and our prep was dialed in, they absorb smoke. So this is proof you don't need hours upon hours for your proteins to pick up a nice smoke. Now, let's finish getting these sliced, and then I'll see you at the dinner table. All right, y'all, it's about that time. Family's all coming to the table. Judah and Noah are already here. They're enjoying it. Got some family who's already eating, and they good report so far, y'all. So initial impressions, man, it's crazy. I think total cook time was about 36 minutes today. We got a nice little smoke ring in 36 minutes, right? So when I cook like this, man, you can get smoke to stick, and you can get nice smoke on your meat. It don't take all day. I think that's what this is showing just by the look and appearance. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's go. So when I tell y'all about smoke, man, I think I showed y'all. I'll show y'all a picture now of the smoke ring and kind of what it looks like. Evidence that this meat has taken on some smoke, right? I think y'all see that. See the red here and the red here. You got that coloration. That's that reaction. What we call the smoke ring. Let's bite. That's good. That's good, man. The flavor, the hickory isn't overpowering, and it's a different flavor. It's a different flavor than a normal pot roast. Yeah. That's good, y'all. Now we have some carrots in there too with them. We did our mashed potatoes on the side. So typically people put potatoes in there, but we did mashed potatoes. Try a carrot now, see if the carrot has taken on some flavor. Wow. Let me clear my palate, because I had some of the meat, had some of the pot roast, and I just want to kind of go back to this carrot a little bit and seeing how much of the flavor is on the carrot. What's up, babe? You good? You good? Let's go back to this carrot, y'all. Yes. Yes. I could taste hickory. I could taste that hickory smoke flavor on the carrot. Y'all, no joke. No joke. That carrot just being in this pressure cooker with this chuck roast, I can taste it. For sure. that's it. Yo, man, I'm super excited. This experimental cook. I think this was a success, y'all. I got ideas now where I can take this, what we can do differently next time, what we can level up next time. So I'm super excited. So do me a huge favor, man. If you ever done this before, I know some of you got to have done this before, man. I know some of you combine the grill with the crock pot, combine the grill with the pressure cooker. Comment down below. Let me know what you've done, what you tried out. All right, y'all. That's going to do it for today. I sure enjoyed hanging out with y'all, man. I sure enjoyed y'all spending time with me today. And do me a huge favor. If you like this type of content, man, if you enjoy the channel and what we're doing, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I just want to give a huge shout out right now to our channel members. Man, a lot of our channel members, I know some of you have been rocking with us since the early beginning. Some of our channel members have just come on, and we appreciate you as well. So channel memberships are a great way for you to support what we're doing, support the vision, support the movement, for you to give back. Maybe this content, maybe you've been in the shadows, you know what I mean, just consuming this content, haven't really commented, but you want to give back. Channel memberships are a great way to do that. So if you're interested in becoming a channel member, see that link down below. It has all the details in it. So until next time, man, grill boldly, grill with confidence. Commit yourself to studying this craft. Be a student on this craft. Get your foundation right. Get your fundamentals right. Because when you grill boldly, then that leads to serving proudly. Your game is tight. Your fundamentals are tight. You put in work on this grill. You're grilling with confidence. Every movement was intentional. We're not out here guessing, right? Everything is strategic. Everything is intentional. Serve proudly. And last thing, enjoy the process. This is another day God has given us to enjoy this earth. Enjoy this life, to be able to spend time with our family and friends, so make the most of it. Love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace.